So,
Well, one of those differentiators that we talk about, it's not a bad segue, is the way we filter data.
yes, yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts are initially are that a lot of people don't realize how often they're chasing robots. A lot of tools out there, a lot of ESPs, a lot of tools, they report all this fantastic information, and you might get in, wow, like we got all this activity, when if you really drill down or look at it, 40, 50, sometimes 60% of it are robots. And we pride ourselves on I call it, it's a 3-tier filtration process. Merge Analytics has a 3-tier filtration process, so that when intelligence arrives into your inbox, that it's about a 97% chance that it's a human being. Now we can't get, no one can say 100% this is a human being that went to your site or went to your social media or went to your email campaign, all that, because it's a constant moving target to filter all the ISPs, all the changing company names. But we do a fantastic job of filtering out all the server and bots. Even like Google Analytics, you'd be amazed how many servers and bots are on these reports. So what does that mean? It means the reports are false. It means you're chasing intelligence that isn't real. You're chasing robots. And Merge Analytics has a fantastic 3-tier filtration process, and we pride ourselves on that. It's a differentiator. It really is. Yeah.
It's a combination of human and artificial intelligence. So
yes.
we have software, and our code tries to filter that stuff out. Stuff squeaks by. So, we do some, and others within the company are constantly adding stuff.
Hours and hours and hours and hours.
Blocklist. Yeah. But it surprises me that, and luckily we can deliver the bad data too, just to prove it out. I mean, we've been put up against, Pardot and all these big, expensive tools that you would think are bulletproof. And the data that we delivered had more veracity than the big expensive stacks.
And before we go on, Joe,
go for it.
Audience, we're here to say, if you want us to prove that out, we can do that for you.
Yeah.
So exactly. If you have a tool that you're not sure, is serving up a lot of bots or crawlers or servers or whatever, use our product for 2 weeks, a month. We'll show you reports, and 9.5 out of 10 times, you're going to see 30 to 50% more bots that you're tracking that we aren't. So that's a challenge. That's a challenge to our audience.
I get it all the time. Somebody tries Merge Analytics and they're like, I'm looking in Google Analytics and it's saying I have all these visitors, and I go into the Merge Analytics portal and it's like a third of what I would expect. Right. And I almost have to apologize and be like, look, the analytics that you think you're getting from Google Analytics, you're not. I mean, those are not real people. I had this discussion with one of our customers this week who was doing a MailChimp mailing, and he was looking at MailChimp because last week he sent it to thousands of people, and he sees all these opens and these clicks, and you go into Merge Analytics and it's like a fraction of clicks. And I was like, he's like, you mean to tell me this is all non-human? I'm like, yes, I am here to tell you that.
MailChimp's a great product, but you will get a ton of bots that are just click, 15, 20, times.
Right. That's why we tell our users, don't put more than 2 links in an email. If you do that, right. I mean, even 1 link in an email is going to get clicked by what's the
firewall?
Yeah, firewall or a Palo Alto or whatever.
Right.
It's gonna click it, and it could look like a click from that company, but it's their firewall. Our logic can recognize the difference.
Right.
And in Google Analytics, by the way, you can configure it. It's impossible. They bury it because that's the thing. The non-human clicks look like clicks. You're paying for those clicks that aren't anything. So Google makes more money when it's not configured correctly.
Right. Well, no, I mean, their default, the Google, their default doesn't filter, or at least it used to not. But even when you select the option to filter, the Google Analytics they still serve up a ton of servers and bots, even when they're filtering. It's just so big. They don't have that complete process down. But what's the walkaway here is, it's amazing how many clients and prospects and people we talk to are unaware that they really are chasing robots.